Hi, my name's Tony. I'm one of the business growth experts at UpCoach. What I wanted to do was share a story with you about one of my clients that had a very challenging situation in bringing somebody senior into their operation, which they hadn't done before. The challenge for them was to find somebody that could not only do the job that was required, but also make sure that they fitted into the culture and the organisation that had been established for a number of years. Now, my client, Cameron, had built a business over many years and had established a great reputation for building really beautiful boutique styles of homes. And they had grown the business to a level where they needed to bring somebody else into the business. There wasn't somebody in the business that they could elevate to that next level because they didn't really have the skill set that we were looking for. Although we did actually do a little bit of a review of a number of people just to make sure that we had identified anybody that did potentially have that sort of skill set that we were looking for. What I did was I sat with Cameron and identified what that process would be to ensure that we were able to actually bring about the best result that we possibly could in going through a very structured, formal process to identify what we needed and to make sure that we got what we wanted out of it. They hadn't really gone through this process successfully before. They had done some recruitment, but didn't really sort of find the right people that they were looking for. But the important part about this role was it was very integral in terms of we needed to get it right. What we did was we took some time out and we planned what it was that we needed to happen. And we reversed engineered back from, ideally, this is what we would like, this is what we need, this is what we want. Once we had a really clear understanding of what that was and we scoped that out so that everybody agreed that if we found this type of person, they would be ideal for that role. Then we decided that we would develop the selection and recruitment process to know that we had a really good program that we could put people through to make sure that we could whittle out those that weren't going to fit, but also identify those that were the ideal fit for our business. Partway through that process, we found that there were 2 or 3 candidates that really fitted the mold of what we were looking for. And that was primarily that, first and foremost, they were capable of doing the job that we wanted them to do. Secondly, that they understood what the role was and what the expectations were of the business. And thirdly, that they would actually be a really good fit in terms of not only the culture, but the team and the environment in which they were coming into. We whittled it down to the last 2, and what happened was we had a little bit of a debate, and there were 2 camps. There were those that were vying for candidate 1, and there was me that was actually looking at candidate 2. And I tried to show them that candidate 2, although they didn't necessarily have all of the skills of candidate 1, this person had a lot more other attributes that I thought they would bring to the business that would elevate not only the business itself, but the rest of the team and how they did things. We took a bit of a gamble and we went with number 2, and I'm pleased to say that the results are now out and that Tim, that joined the team, is successfully integrated into the group. He's a really dynamic guy. He's brought so much more to the business than what we expected. So he's over-delivered in that area. But most importantly, he can do the job. He's a really good fit for the rest of the team, and he's bringing far more than what anybody ever expected. A lot of it's about understanding the process, but it's also about making sure that you're really clear in terms of what it is that you want and need, and make sure that you actually get that as an end result.